Hi everyone, welcome to my Sicily vlog. It is currently Monday, and so I've been back for a few days now, but I wasn't able to say anything really while I was in Sicily. So I'm just going to kind of talk you through how this trip went. So we left on Saturday and we flew to Catania, and then that evening we had a welcome dinner where there was a lot of seafood to try. I tried like so many different things at that dinner and I liked a lot of them, but I, as many of you know, am not a big fan of seafood. So I tried a few bites of everything, but mostly had a very light dinner because I was passing things on to other people once I was done trying them. So that was Saturday. And I'll show you all the little clips from Saturday. Then on Sunday, we had a full day excursion to Etna and Taormina, so Mount Etna. So we got a very cool guided tour of Mount Etna where I was very, very scared. I am not a big fan of heights. This was a week where I tried a lot of things that are pretty daring for me. So that was an adventure of its own. But I really loved Taormina. It was very beautiful, and we got to see the ancient Greek amphitheater. And yeah, it was just a really, really cool trip. Then on Monday, we started off the day with a guided tour of Ortigia, we were in Siracusa, and there's like a new part of the city, and then there's the island of Ortigia, which is like the ancient old part of the city. So we got to walk around there, but it was very rainy, so it was really, really wet. I wasn't honestly paying very good attention just because I was so focused on trying to stay dry. So got to see Ortigia, and then we had our first Italian language class. We had 4 lessons throughout the week where we just kind of got to practice in a really low stress environment, which was really nice. Like, there were no grades involved, so we just got to try. And our teacher, I don't know if she just didn't speak much English or if she was like, you know, pretending so that we would have to use Italian more often. So she was really, really great because we got to we really were like forced to practice our Italian more. Like, we couldn't ask about, like, we couldn't say a word in English and then have it translated right in front of us. So we would have to kind of like circumlocute that word by using other Italian words to get around it. I honestly don't think that I improved that much, but you know, I tried my best. On to Tuesday, we started the day with a tour of the Neapolis Archaeological Park, which is just this like beautiful place where there's, I don't really know like why it exists, but it's really, really cool. There's more theaters there, which you'll see in the clips. And it was really, really pretty. Lots of nature. There's not so much nature here in Florence. So it was really nice to be in some place that was just like totally removed from the city. That was really cool. And after class on Tuesday, we actually went swimming. There's some beaches around Ortigia that we were eyeing since getting there. So we stopped and took a little swim. I thought the water was pretty cold, but of course, you know, you adjust when you just jump in. So we went and took a swim. It was me and Isabella, Megan, Madeline, Jack, Paxton, and Joe. They all came. So it was a really fun night. We actually saw our professor, Maria Rosa. She was walking by, so we flagged her down and said hello as well. So it was a really, really good night. Then on Wednesday was my favorite day. I had the best time at least in the morning. I was just having like a very like romantic kind of day. Like, I was really able to just like romanticize all of the experiences that I was having. So we like woke up and had had to go take a bus to Modica, which is a town famous for its chocolate. And on the bus, I was reading this book. It's Patti Smith's autobiography called Just Kids. And the writing in it is just like really beautiful. Like she's a poet and everything. So like super beautiful writing that I was just like absolutely immersed in the whole ride there. And then we get there and we learn about chocolate from this really, really cool lady who owns this chocolate shop. And we got to make chocolate and we got to see the city of Modica. And it was just like the most beautiful day ever. I was having the most fun time. But that actually only kept us busy until about 1 p.m. And then we were back for another language class. And Wednesday was actually the last day that I filmed because that was the last excursion out of Siracusa that we were taking. So I just spent the rest of the week really immersing myself in the culture there, but I'll kind of walk you through everything that we did. So Thursday we started with a roundtable on migration with this organization called Ciao, just like hello. So they work with immigrants and refugees coming to Italy, and specifically through the island of Sicily, because that's where a lot of like North African refugees have come to. They were showing us a lot of information that was really interesting, and it was meant to apply to the sociology of crime class that I'm taking, but there actually was very little information given about crime. It was just more about like immigration and how Italy stands as like a receiver of immigrants and all of that kind of stuff. So it was very informative. After the roundtable, we had another language class. We had a little break in between, but we had to like, go grab lunch, do all of those things, and then hustle to our language class. It was the last one on Thursday. And then right after our class was finished, we had a cultural exchange aperitif with students from Syracuse Academy. And that was really fun to talk to them. They were all like 18. I think there's one 17-year-old. So like a little bit younger than us. But it was really fun because they were from all over the world. They're not just from Sicily. There's some people that were from Siracusa, and then there were a couple of students from Mexico, a couple from Russia. So it was really fun to get to know other students and like hear about their experience with school and everything. And then right after the aperitif, we had our homestay dinner. So Madeline and I ended up going alone because we were supposed to have Eric with us, and Eric had been sick the whole week. So he didn't actually make it to the homestay dinner, but Madeline and I did. And we made it. I'm very proud of us. It was all Italian only. The family did not speak any English to us. They helped us a little bit with some translations, so I don't know how fluent they are in English, but they were very persistent on keeping us speaking Italian and correcting us, which was really, really helpful. I don't like it when people just let me go on saying things incorrectly, so that was a really refreshing aspect of Sicilian culture because they really like to correct your Italian, which is very much appreciated. I don't like being wrong. And I don't like saying something wrong over and over and over again because no one's corrected me. So it was really fun. The food was delicious. They served us carbonara. There was like this sausage and potato dish that they gave us. And then they served us fresh fruit and this cake. All of it was homemade and fantastic. So it was just a really, really good time. But we definitely would have benefited from having a third person who has a little more Italian experience, because Madeline and I are both in the Italian 1 class. And Eric is one level above us. So we were floundering, but we, got our Google Translate and figured it out. So we were just fine. On Friday, this was another fun trip. We went to Libera Terra, which Libera Terra is an organization that takes the like confiscated lands that used to belong to the mafia and repurposes them for like agricultural production. So they are producing like organic fair trade goods on this land that used to be mafia property, and it was really, really cool. They have this fantastic citrus grove where they grow these like red oranges that are native to Sicily. So that was super, super cool. I'm gonna flip my little thing over. And then on Friday we had a big gap of time where we could do whatever we wanted. And what did I do at that time? Nothing actually. I think I just went home and took a nap. But then we had our farewell dinner that evening, which was at a different restaurant that also served us a lot of seafood that I tried again. I was a little bit tired of trying new things. I was like, can you guys just feed me something that doesn't have an animal in it? It's just of any variety. That'd be really nice. But alas, they served us like calamari, but not like fried calamari, just like, you know, little squid circles. And there's like this local fish that they kept serving us. It's just like this fried white fish, and it was fine. I kept trying it, but I was just like, you know, one bite, pass it on to someone else to enjoy basically. But they did have this really good pasta that had swordfish in it, and I was kind of eating around the swordfish. There's also eggplant in it, which is not my favorite vegetable just because it goes slimy so fast. But yeah, I really enjoyed the pasta, and I even tried a few bites of the swordfish, and it was just fine. It tasted like chicken. I was like, are you sure that's a fish? So it was good. I tried it, and then they served us cannoli, and that made me happy because cannoli are delicious. And then on Saturday, we had just like one last little break to go check out the city. So we checked out of our apartments. We checked out of our apartments at like 10 a.m. And then I was with Bethany, Ava, Autumn, and Eric, because Eric was finally better, and well, he had to leave with us too. We all went to this sandwich shop that Ava and Autumn had found earlier in the week, and honestly, those sandwiches were the best thing ever. I got one with, it was like pesto, mozzarella, prosciutto, tomato. It was just so good. The bread was fantastic. Easily the best sandwich I've had since getting to Italy. So that was very exciting for me. So yeah, we went and got our sandwiches, and then we went to see the ocean one last time. And I think I do have a clip of the ocean from Saturday because it was just so beautiful with the waves crashing in. It was not safe for swimming, which we weren't going to do anyways, but it was just like noisy and it was perfect. I had so much fun just sitting there. I wish we had more time, and we definitely would have, but we left for the airport like exorbitantly early. So exorbitantly early, I don't even know if that's like, is that correct usage of exorbitant? I don't know. We left really early for the airport, earlier than we needed to. So we definitely could have had more time at the beach, but I really enjoyed the little bit of time that we had there. And then, yeah, like I said, we went to the airport, got on a plane, and came back to Florence. So that was my trip to Sicily, and it was really fun. I already know that I want to go back there. It was like when I went to Madrid. Like the second I was there, I was like, this is not my last time here. Like I have to come back. So I am really excited to have another place like that. You know, a place that I feel like a little bit familiar with, but excited to learn more about. So it was just, I had the best time. It was so busy, but it was so much fun. So thank you for watching if you stuck it out through this whole super long vlog, and thank you for waiting a whole extra week for this one to come out. I just did not have time to produce another one for last Tuesday. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next Tuesday. Bye.